Hi, I'm Christy Darty, and I cannot wait to teach you how to take your artwork and put it onto products that you can make for gift giving or to make for yourself. So in this course, I'm going to show you how to make a calendar, a 12-month calendar, a mouse pad, and some greeting cards, just like the ones you see on the screen here. Okay, here we are. This is the calendar, and I wanted to show you it's an 8.5 by 11. It's bound at the top. It's got a little metal hanger here. And I did one big graphic here that I designed on my iPad, and then I went through, and these are all different pieces of artwork. So whether you wanted to add a picture here or a piece of artwork here, you can do so. But it's a great quality calendar. That's why I picked Vistaprint this year. I'm really happy with the way everything turned out with this, okay? And of course, it's got 12 months, so you'll want 12 pieces of art for your calendar. Now I have a mouse pad, and I'll show you in the video how when I purchased my calendar, it popped up with a mouse pad, and it was like, hey, do you want to buy this? Which happened to go with this, which I thought made a cute set as a gift. And then I also was inspired to buy note cards. Okay, so my note cards also are such a fun way to add as a gift to add to coordinating with all of these things. And so they come in a set of 10, but they're all the same design. But I bought several different designs and put them together. And so I actually have all of the different copies from that match my calendar here, okay? So for example, patience. So if I give this as a gift, it's a coordinating gift, and it's got a patience card, and then on the back I put a little banana. And each one of these has a little banana on it because I wanted to make them like a little custom set that made them cohesive. And by adding that to the back, I was hoping that would make it cohesive. So as they go through the calendar, I think I did do a black version, and then I have the pink version here. But it's such a fun and easy gift to give. And all you need is your artwork that you've created. I'm going to show you how to turn it into these items. I have logged into Vistaprint.com. I would suggest you go ahead and make an account for yourself, because it's going to help you in the long run go back, especially if you're not finished with the project, if you're in the middle of working with it. But I'm going to start by showing you when you log into Vistaprint, what you'll see if you do it right now. Now, I just logged in earlier, and I didn't see. This looks completely different. They've just put their Black Friday sales on, and so I'm not sure what it'll look like when you're ready, but I'm going to tell you what to look for. So over here on the left, you'll see these two little dots up at the top, and or lines, and you'll click on those, and then you'll look down for calendars and gifts. So I'm going to click on calendars and gifts. All right, and then we could look again. We're going to narrow it down more. We've got calendars. Let's click on that. We've got wall, desk, blah, blah, blah. Wall calendars is what I did. And then it'll bring up this window. On this window, you'll have choices. I chose the 8.5 by 11, small with the top binding. Okay, 11.5 by 8 is what they call it. Small top binding. Okay, I'm going to click on that. And then it's going to tell you your quantity, your quality. Right now, I believe they're on sale. I think they're normally $20. Yeah, starting at $20, but they have a promotion. So hopefully you'll luck into that as well. And the more you buy, the more you save, just like anything else, right? So I'm going to scroll down. So if you decided you were going to buy, you had a big family to buy for, and you had 20 people, you could get down to less than $9. So, or if you decided to sell them, you could buy tons and save money. Calendars are really tricky for me to buy a bunch of, because you don't want to be stuck with those. You can't sell them later. Once the 2024 is started, it's hard to sell them, I think. So I'm kind of hesitant on how many I buy, but I love to buy them for my family. Okay, so let's click on Get Started, the little black box down here. And then it's going to pull up this window. On this window, you have options, lots of options. And if you're the type that you're like, oh, I, have the artwork done, I don't need them to do anything for me, then you're like me. Or if you're like, I want help, I want to use their templates, then that's great. That's great. I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch. So there's two options from scratch. You'll see the first two right here. And the one on the left is the first one, the top left is the one I'm going to click. If you'll notice, it has a smaller space for artwork. Okay, so here's the artwork. And then it has bigger space for the actual calendar. I want to use this as a calendar. I want to fill this in. I want to see my spots here. Now the one in the middle, the example in the middle is more artwork and little calendar. So you choose which one you want. But I chose the one on the left. So I'm going to click on that. And it's going to open up, and then we're ready to play and get started. Okay, so now we have a box for a photo. That's what this blue highlighted one is. And I don't need that because my graphics I make to fit the whole thing, okay? And so remember, it's an 8.5 by 11, so I know when I create my calendar that I'm going to be making this front page an 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to delete that. And all I had to do was click on it. It's going to highlight it, and I'm going to hit delete, click on it, highlight, delete. And I don't want the 2024 because I've already put that on my artwork as well. I created my artwork on my iPad. It's something that I teach in my Procreate classes. I have a Procreate course, and also I have a membership that I should talk more about Procreate. So, okay, over here you'll see uploads. I'm going to click on uploads. When I do that, it's going to take me to my computer, and it's going to let me pick pictures to put in this, in here, okay? Now, I've already uploaded pictures before, and so I'm going to go ahead and have them in here for you to see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click up here in the top. I wish I had a little pointer, but at the very top, it says Insert. There's a T, a letter T, Insert, and a little picture box. I'm going to click on that, and when I do, you'll see what comes up on the screen. Now I'm going to make this the size of the calendar because, again, I want my front page to be a complete one graphic. Now it could be any size that you want. Believe me, I want you to have fun and be creative here. Now anytime that you want to leave this project, you can come back into it. So make sure you have an account and then go up here to the top left hand corner where you see project up in the top left up there, and you can click on the left one says save and the right one says save as. I'm just going to click save, and then you can come up with a name. I'm going to put Christmas, 2024. So I know this was Christmas gifts that I gave. 23. I'm jumping ahead, aren't I? That's what I gave in. Oh, or I might put, I'm going to put 2024 calendar. However you want to name it. Okay. It's going to save it. And then you don't have to worry about all the work that you just worked on being lost, okay? If you spend a lot of time on it. Across the bottom, you'll see that's where you can drop in pictures. You can add dates. I'll go through that in just a minute. But I want to go back to my home page, and you can see whenever you do go back to your project that you've been working on, I'm going to go see the little person up there. Hello, Christy. You're going to go to your account, and you're going to find your projects. I have projects from over many, many years now. And I'm just going to click on my projects. See the second one there? And it's going to pull up my designs. And it'll have my order history and all that. So you can see one of the last things I ordered. Hey, why hasn't that come yet? Oh, I haven't finished it? I don't know. I think I was working. Oh, I know. That's something I'm going to show y'all. Okay. Okay, let me scroll. I've got tons of pages to look through because I made all of these cards individually. I'll get to that in a little bit. There's my calendar right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my calendar. You can see that it's the small calendar with top binding. And I'm going to open it up so you can see. Nope, that's not going to open it up. I'm going to go to edit. So this is what you'll do when you've worked on your calendar. You need to go back and add more to your calendar. I'm going to edit it. And now you can do whatever you want with it. Takes a second to open it up. But then you'll see that all of my pictures, graphics have been uploaded already on here, okay? So, and it's everything's been put in its place. So where you saw I had the blank calendar, I'm going to go ahead and delete this page just to remind you and show you. I'm going to take that off, and this is what it looked like a minute ago. Now, if you look up at the top, you'll see a white box around the whole calendar. So you need to decide, do you want your calendar to have a white box around it, or do you want it to be like this? I don't have any white around here, okay? But it does have white up here at the very top, and I'm fine with that. I didn't have to have that, I don't think, but this is the cover. No one's going to see the cover. It's mainly to me to give as a gift. So what I did is I just drag, whenever you see this, you can drag this. You can drag and however you want to drag it. Okay. Now I uploaded my pictures, and remember the Fruit of the Spirit, I designed it 8.5 by 11. So I know that it's supposed to fit. Now let's see what this says. They enhance your photos automatically. If you don't want them to do that, you can opt out of that. It looks like here, it looks like I've made it all the way to the top where it won't show the white at the top. But if you pull it down, see how it shows a little bit of white? So that's totally up to you, but that's how I have mine. But if you just wanted it to be right here in the middle, then you just drag it and drop it, and it's right there in the middle. That's not really centered. You need to make sure it's centered. Watch, see those lines, how that makes it centered? I'm gonna make sure it's centered. Okay, does it make sense now? I hope. I'm gonna drag this. Now, if you'll look, I want it to go off the page. I want it to go all the way to the edge. If I have it just to right here, then there's gonna be white at the bottom. So see, you just need to play with it and make sure you have it exactly the way you want it. So that's how mine is. Okay, the next page, January, I'm gonna click down at the bottom on the second one over. And when I open that up, I've got my artwork, Love One Another. So I'm just gonna click that and take it off. And then show you your photo box, wherever your photo box is, and however you drop in your graphic, that's where it's going to be. So here's the one I want. I'm going to click on it, the pink one down. I clicked on it and it just popped up right into that box. But I like it to fill up the whole space. So I'm going to drag and drop, drag and drop. I don't want it to come too far. Look what happens when it comes too far. See how it's going into January? It's got that ugly white line. That is going to show up. We don't want that. Now, could you do the whole page? Yes. You just think about if it's distracting or whatever. But now that I have this here, I'm going to go up, and then I want this to go all the way to the top of the page. And before you print this, you're going to get to preview it, how it's going to look. And so that way you'll have a chance to really look at it and make sure everything's where it needs to be. So let's look at my my first page. Yeah, this is a Fruit of the Spirit. So, and you'll see that this is the black one. This is the one that I actually had printed, but pink is the color that I also had that option too. So I'm going to take the pink off so you're not distracted. I'm going to delete that. And then let me get the black. Where is the black one? I don't even see the black one. Am I crazy? There it is. Okay. So now it's going to drop the black in there, and you can see it goes all the way off the page. This goes all the way off the page, all the way off the sides of the page, all the way up here off the side. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. And then I just did that on every one of them. And it's that simple on how to make your calendar. The hardest part is getting all the artwork together and making your artwork, right? Okay, but now look, if you want to, you can go to your calendar and you can add stuff to it. So let's say for January the 2nd, it's Sue's birthday. Whoop. January the 2nd is Sue's birthday. We're going to add that. We're going to look at our calendar, update calendar. We're going to go to the 2nd, and we're going to zoom in. How do I zoom in on here? I can see it, but it is tiny. Okay, I'm going to make this bigger. Can you see it? It's on there. It's hard to see, but it's on there. You probably make your screen bigger, but that's it. You just add it and make it as detailed as you want. I also thought there were some options of adding, I don't know. Oh, holidays. Okay, so like you could add these holidays on here if you wanted to. Oh, I know, clip art. So here's some clip art. If you go over to the left of the screen, see clip art, that flower over there in the middle? I'm going to click on that. It's going to pull up some things. And let's just say that Sue is turning, I don't know, 80. And I just clicked on that 8. And I wanted to, it's little, I know it's hard to see, but it'll look great on the calendar. And then I'm going to make that, I got a 0, so it's her 80th birthday, and I'm putting that on here. And then you'll remember to celebrate Sue's 80th birthday. That's kind of fun, right? All right, I'm going to take that off because this is my calendar. And if I sell these, somebody's not going to be happy that Sue's birthday's on here. Okay, let's edit this. I'm going to go up here and make sure I delete that off and update my calendar because we always want to save it. So we don't want anything to happen to it. So that's basically it. I did one 8.5 by 11 graphic at the top. And then all of these others are 8.5 by 11 turned horizontal and shrunk down to do half a page, if that makes sense. Okay, and then as you go through, I just drag and drop them in there and fit them. And then you've got all your artwork. And it's so much fun. And I did this artwork is from my working on the iPad, so it's digital, but I'm going to show you how to do it where it doesn't even have to be digital artwork. You can do it with your regular art that you do with watercolors and all. Let me get through this real quick and show you. I'm almost to the end. September, October, November, December. I just want to double check everything. Let's see, is there a back on that? I don't know if it shows you the back. Okay, so I'm going to preview. So go up to the top, see the little preview sign at the top. I'm going to click on that, and now you get to see what it would look like. All right, so let's, hang on, I'm trying to move this screen up so you can see it better. There we go. Okay, now we're going through, and this is where you're really going to look. Okay, is Sue's birthday on there? Good, because I didn't want it on there, remember? But this has Valentine's Day and President's Day and all that on there. If you don't want that on there, you had an option to take it off. It also has the little metal ring at the top. This is right here to hang on. So it shows you, in the picture what that's going to look like, where that's going to be and everything. And make sure that nothing's cut off. Your artwork the way you want it. And then it looks the way you want. And then you click all the way through. And once you're super, super happy with it and everything's the way you want it, then you can go to add to basket. So up here in the left-hand corner, see up there in the right-hand corner, you can add to basket. And when you add it to basket, it's going to add it to your shopping cart. So you can check out and you're good to go. Let's see what's happening. Why it's taking a second. Oh, it's taking a second because it's saving everything. That was a lot of artwork, and it's going to take you a little while to get it, in there just right. Since Ben's done it, didn't take us that long, I guess. Okay, and this is where you do the final steps. Now, they're going to ask you more questions like, okay, do you want a thicker, base and all the things? Wait, this one, does this come with it just like that? This is really nice thick quality, so I think that's what comes with it. All right, so we're going to add this to the cart down at the bottom. Just one. This is where you would change it if you wanted more than one before you click add. You would go back and add. Okay, and then it shows you all of these things that you can make with your artwork. And I'm going to tell you, most of the time it doesn't fit on here right. Okay, so you need to really look at it and adjust it. But they happen to pick, I don't know why, but they picked my pumpkins as an example to show me, like, ooh, what might I want to buy? And so look at the pillow. That's actually really cute on that pillow. So maybe I want to add that pillow to my Thanksgiving table. To my couch for Thanksgiving. I want to look at it really close and look. It's cut off some of the leaves. That's not bad. The words up here are good, but the T is cut off on the right a little bit where it says spirit, and at the bottom, my name is cut off. So I would redo that and not make that a pillow. I would really, really look carefully. Now, if you look at the far left, the custom puzzle, that looks really good. I love the puzzle. It fits on there perfectly. It's the right size. That would be a great gift to buy. And for $15, what a great gift, right? And then let's look at the Mousepad. I'm going to click on the Mousepad next for $7.46. Look at this Mousepad. It looks amazing. It's the perfect size and everything. So again, and that's how I got this Mousepad, is because it was it just looked good on there, and I was like, oh, I'm getting that. So you can see how the other products will work on whatever you're working with. Let's see. I wish it had different. I'm going to keep scrolling. Okay, so we're going to continue to cart. Well, let's just pretend like we're going to go ahead and buy this Mousepad. All right, so I'm going to click on it. I already looked at it. We liked it. We're going to add it to cart. So down at the bottom, we're adding it to cart. Okay, and then we'll keep looking. There's coasters, there's all kinds of fun things, but some of these things don't fit on there good. Okay, continue to cart. It may pull up some other things. Who knows? It's always trying to sell you more things, right? Okay, now the thing about Vistaprint is their shipping, it seems expensive, but it just is what it is. And when you get good pricing, the shipping's not a big deal, and it takes a little while. So you don't want to take too long to create your artwork if it's a Christmas gift, because it's going to take a little while to come. I would allow yourself 2 weeks if possible. All right, maybe 7 to 10 days, and you know, it's a busy time of year. Okay, so it already has apparel 10 on here, which is some kind of promotion that they had, and I don't want that, so I'm going to click that off. And I want the Black Friday savings they had, which it looks like they already put that on here, so it's $12.49, and I'm going to pretend to check out to show you that you're just going to keep going. Now, at this point, if you want it, you're like, oh, that mouse pad's so cute. I want to get one for my best friend, so I want to get two. One for me, one for her. That's where you would see the adjustment there, and I'm going to go to checkout. Just make sure that you look at the shipping. See how I mean that? Now, standard $5.99 is not bad. I guess I've been ordering such huge amounts that I don't know why that keeps popping up, but there's priority and then express, and express is really expensive, but you'll see your savings over there, your shipping, and again, it takes a little while to get here. So that says December 4th is standard shipping, and today is November 21st. So that's let's see, how long is that? Let me pull up my calendar here real quick and see. Yeah, that's about 2 weeks. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get to some other things that you want to purchase maybe. So let's go across the top, see the top banner, and look at all the different things we can choose from. And when you hover over postcards and print advertising, if you look across all of those columns, you'll see postcards, then you'll see print advertising, folders and booklets, and then stationery and forms. Stationery and forms is where we're looking. And then you're going to go down to note cards. Okay. Again, I wish I had a pointer. Six down under stamps and ink. Okay. I'm clicking on note cards. It's going to open up this page, and this is where you're going to start working on your postcards. Note cards. Note cards are just the one-sided. Okay. I always do upload your own design, and I'm going to click on that. And when you decide that, you want to decide you are going to go horizontal or vertical, and my cards are horizontal because I'm using the exact same artwork that I used from my calendar. So I wanted them to coordinate. So it's super simple, super easy. I created all the artwork once, and I'm using it multiple ways. So I'm going to select that down at the bottom. And when that comes up, then you are going to be able to drop your artwork in. And it's literally that easy. Now, please make sure your image resolution is 300 dots per inch. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these images. I'm going to click on my, just pick one, pick a random one. And wait, what happened? I don't know what happened. Oh, there we go. Okay, here's a bunch of artwork I already had in there. So I'm going to click on this one, and it's just going to drop in, and it fits great. And I like that it went all the way to the edge. I don't want any white around the edges. If you do, just pull it in. But I love it just like that. Now, if you look on the right-hand side, you can see at the top it says front. And that's what we have pulled up. And if you click on the underneath it, it says back. It's a white box. And then there's nothing there. I wanted something else on the back besides a blank white page. I was like, oh my goodness, that's real estate. I need to put something there. So I drew this little banana, and then I just decided to add him at the bottom, just a little bit of decoration. I can make him smaller, whatever size I want, but it just needed something on the back to make it look more professional. And I added this same image to every note card that I made. All right, so we're just going to do one, and I'm going next up at the top. And you want to double check it, right? You want to preview your design, edit it. Is it clear? Is it legible? Look at all the things. You are going to approve your design. Make sure you look at the back too. How does the back look? Yep, I like the way it looks. And I'm going to continue. And the reason I did a banana is because it's for the spirit. So they're all, you know, same themed. Then you're going to pick your paper stock. And I was really happy with the standard matte stock that it came with. If you want to upgrade, you can. I didn't need to. I loved it. But I'm sure that these are amazing. All right, and then I'm just going to click add to cart. So it says $5.99. How many am I getting? Look at the bottom. Quantity 10. You're buying a set of 10 of the same card. Okay, so I'm going to add to cart. All right, and then it comes with envelopes. So you're going to pick envelopes. Now, if you want the free ones, they're fine. They're not like amazing, but they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. That's what I did. So and if you don't want envelopes, you can click at the bottom, but I just clicked the 10 on the far right side. I just clicked on that add right there. And then I click continue. Oh, look, all kinds of amazing things. Let's see what the photo coasters would look like. These are going to be cute, I think. Yeah, see? Some of the things turn out really great. That's kind of fun. I almost feel like that it could, I don't know, let me see. Yeah, see, you can play with it, and that looks more centered, looks more filled up in there. But I think that would be cute. So let's pretend like I'm gonna get these next. How does everything look? Looks pretty good. Check the approved box. And then it's gonna add those to my cart. Super simple. And then you can see all the other things that you might have to have, right? There's some paper coasters too, a wood print, all kinds of fun things. Okay, so now let's go back and look at, we're gonna go back to the main page, just go to the very top and click on Vistaprint. Here at the very top. And then let's look for the Mousepad. So you're just going in to look for the Mousepad. What would it be under? Well, let's look at, I guess Black Friday sale would, oh, clothing and bags. So I gotta be clothing. Promotional products. Ooh, Mousepads under technology, right there in the very center. Click on that. And again, this is just one item that I thought turned out cute. So now if you just want to design from the beginning and just design a Mousepad, it's just as simple as that. Upload now. So as far, oh, photo Mousepad. Click on photo Mousepad. You can do photo if you want. You don't have to put a photo. It can be a graphic. Okay. So thickness, I don't know about anything about changing the thickness. The 12 is what I just got the standard. Browse designs, or do you have your own? I'm going to upload my own design. And I'm just going to pick one of these. We'll do the one that I have here at home, so you can see what I did. It's going to pull it up there. It looks great. It's going off the page all the way to the edges, but none of the words are cut off. It did cut off some of, and let me show you, this is a good example. It did cut off a little bit of this white here, but it didn't bother me. I didn't even notice it actually until I'm just now looking at it again. So if that bothers you, make sure that you don't have that in your design. And then I'm going to go to next at the top. And I've reviewed it, and you understand from here on. Let's pretend like you don't have digital products and you want to create your own using watercolor. If you already have some artwork that you've created, let's see about that. Oh gosh, now they're going to try to sell us some more stuff. Okay, let me start a new video. Okay, so to gather my artwork, I have my art journal here that I teach classes, and here's some of the artwork that we've done that we thought would be fun to pull into a calendar, or to pull into some kind of, I don't know, to make some kind of product with. So flip through your artwork, find something that you like. If you created it to the right size, then you're that much better off. And I was looking for some of my different things that went different ways, some of my different artwork that went different ways. And I found where is that snowman? Now some of these are made with gouache, some are watercolor. I've got some glitter pens and that kind of thing, but I just went through and I found the images that didn't go too far to the end, or like this one, you might think, if this was your artwork, you might think, oh, there's no way I can use this because look at all this extra, it bled through and that kind of thing. But you know what? If you look, I'll show you that I put this on the front of my calendar and I didn't have that problem. So you just got to be creative, right? And I didn't do a lot of work on it. So what I did is I made this page as flat as I could. Okay, I got my phone. I opened up the camera, I held this over it, okay? And I just wanted to get it as straight as I could and as flat as level as I could. And then I took a picture. And after I took the picture, I edited it right here on my phone. Now, and you might, okay. So when I go to edit it, I'm cropping it. And if I crop like this, see how it makes it all that size? I don't want that. So I click these little squares up here and then do freeform. And then I just cropped it out to where I would get rid of the ugly pink on the side. All right. And then the rest we'll see what we can work with. Okay. So now I'm going to save this. I'm gonna add a filter to it. Let's see what happens. It looks pretty good, but if I add a filter, I like the filter, I think. Maybe. And then I'm going to hit done. I'm going to save this to my computer. And I have an Apple computer and an Apple phone, so if I just airdrop it, it'll just drop onto there easily. And that makes it nice. If not, somehow, however you get your picture to your computer, do that. Now, I went through and I picked out a lot of different pieces of art that would fit into the calendar. All right. And I needed to be sure that they had certain elements, like they didn't go off the page or whatever. And so it's fun when you start looking through your artwork and figuring out what you're going to use. All right. Okay, so I'm back to the original calendar, and I have my artwork pulled in. I'm going to go ahead and remove this snowman. Okay, and pretend like I just uploaded my snowman. Okay, so here he is over here. And if you need to crop it more, you just pull down and play with it until you get it cropped the way you want. Now look what happens if you crop it too far or if you don't crop it enough. And I'm not in love with that 2024. So if it were me, I would change the font, I would play around, I would add more details to it. But if you just need the date, basic date, it's fine to leave that on there too, however you want to do it. And if I wanted this down here and I just wanted to crop more off the top up here, you just have to play with it. And if you look at the side margin thing, the side black rectangular block, you can play around with that as well and just fit it however you want to make it work. All right. And that's what I did. So, and then if you click on January, I used it again because I liked that image and I thought he would be cute on there, even though he doesn't go all the way. So let me explain. These were white backgrounds. All right. And what I wanted to do is add color. So I'm clicking on the background right now and I'm going to delete it and show you what I did. So look over to the left, see where it says clip art, the flower, go up to background. I'm clicking on background. And then you're going to pick a color that works. So you could do a style. You could pick, if you wanted some kind of sky or something. I'm not a big fan of a lot of their, I like the color better. I just like picking a color. So once I clicked on it, it filled it. Let's see what happened. Set as background. All right. On all pages or just one? I just wanted one. And I picked blue because I thought blue just felt bright for January for me. And then when I dropped the picture in, so let me take this picture off. I'll take that picture off too. Let's go to photos over on the left, and I'm going to click on him, and I'm just going to move him up and put him where I want him. And again, that's the same picture you saw that had the ugly, like red, messy parts on it. It's fine. I think it turned out fine. Now, what if you wanted to add another picture beside it? Absolutely. So here's one that's not cropped. Let me click on this one. See what we can do with this. Whoa, that looks terrible. First, we're going to start blowing it up. It already looks better. It already looks better. Look at that. So much better. Okay, but I think if I do this, I like that better. I'd have to move this up. It's just a process of playing. And let's see if I pull this over. Yeah, and you may have to do more editing on your phone. I'm not used to this program as much as I'm used to playing with my phone. So anyway, I'm going to let you just imagine what you could do to that. And look, I can move this over and make this bigger or smaller, whatever. Just keep playing with it till you get the way you like it. So I'm just showing you if you wanted to get multiple pieces of art on one page. And then go to your next page. And again, I picked a background. This time on the background, I wanted to show you a design. And so I went to backgrounds again. And I just picked something like chic black. And then here's all these different designs for the background. You can see there's stripes. I always like something more subtle because you don't want to take away from your artwork, right? So solid black might be the answer, or just something fun. You also have to keep in mind that it is going to be underneath your calendar. And if it's underneath your calendar, it's going to make your calendar busier. So can you adjust that? I don't know. I don't think so. All right, let's go to the next one. You can see here, I put a light purple background because it kind of went with my girl. And then got April. And if you're in one of my classes, and if you're in my classes and you have been for a while, you'll recognize all this artwork, which makes it really fun to think. And this is just a reminder that keeps popping on. Yeah, and don't forget to save. Don't forget to save. And so it's a nice reminder. And here, I wanted the background to kind of match the cup, and you just play around with the different colors of the backgrounds. And this one I had to crop off some of this artwork. This one's a pretty messed up piece that I drizzled some stuff on it, but I wanted you to see that once you put it in here, sometimes that doesn't matter as much. I don't know that I'd really use that one. It was kind of just playing around. There's our Be Humble. And this one I was showing how to add to. There's October. So now that we're in October, we don't have a background for this one. Let's see, do we want to try to put a background? Let's go over here to backgrounds again, up to the top. Let's look at, what is Globetrotter? A map. That's interesting. Let's stick a map on there and see what happens. I don't know. It's probably gonna be too busy. I don't love it, but again, you can play with it and see what you like. Sun, seeing. I think for me, probably just a background color. And you could go super bright if you wanted to. I like maybe this more because it's more of a fall color. Yeah, just play around, have fun with it. And then we'll see what happens with November. And that one, what I would do with this picture that I took is I would make sure I laid it down flatter, because you can see part of the table because it curved, because my book was a little bit curved. And so just take your time on that. And then here's my little nutcracker, the last one, which is so fun. And some of these letters are, cut off. And so just, if you know going into it, it's just going to be like that, that's okay. But if you were designing your artwork and knowing it was going to be a calendar before, you could leave a little extra room on the sides. So in the future, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to try to, when I create my calendars, when I create my artwork throughout the year, I want to leave more space on the sides. And that's one reason why you want to do that. So anyway, I hope this was inspiring. I hope that you're excited to create and take your creations and put them on to artwork. Let's just pretend like we're ready to add this to the basket, and let's see what happens when we get to checkout and what they try to take our artwork and put it on, because that is the fun part. It's like, ooh, look what else I can buy, right? I've got it figured out. Okay. And then I'll wrap up the class. And thank you so much for being a part of this. Let me know. I'd love your feedback, and I would love to see what you create. It does get me excited to see that you actually have used something that I've shown you. Okay, we're going to add this to cart. Doesn't mean I'm buying it right now. They don't have my credit card information ready. I'm just putting it in the cart to see. But let's see. Does it have anything continue to cart? I didn't see any other. Oh, they didn't try to sell me anything else? What in the world? Okay, since they didn't, let's go and let's see what we could put it on. one last thing, because I think that's fun. There's stickers, there's all kinds of things. I've got to get rid of that pop-up. Let's go to the clothing and bags. Now, I don't have the quality of all these things. I've not tried all these things, so you definitely want to read. But let's just say a tote. We like totes, don't we? We love having totes and carrying things around. This one is a large cotton tote bag. It has a little black at the bottom. There's just a white one. White is safer because you know your stuff's going to show up on it. So to be simple, let's just go ahead and do something white. And then it's going to show you more details here that it's a cotton bag. It's $11.95. You can use their design or have your own. Let's see what happens if we upload our own design that is a physical item. All right, let's see. Where do I have? Okay, here we go. Okay, since it's Christmas, I'm just going to pick him, even though all the words aren't on there. Just ignore that for now. Okay, crop. There we go, crop. Okay, you want to go to crop. And let's say we just want him. And I want that much of him on there. Now let's see. I knew there had to be something. That's kind of fun. And then what if on the back, upload your design on the back. Let's just say for fun, what if we wanted the scripture that went along with the toy soldier on the back, or the nutcracker? We're going to look for that image again. Okay, here's the nutcracker right here. I'm going to click it on him again. I want him again. Are they going to let me have him again? I just slid him over this time. I might have to upload him twice. No, there we go. Okay, now up at the top, go to crop again. And let's say the words fit, and we wanted the words, and they're not going to fit because they're not. But let's just pretend like they did, because that's what we would definitely want them to. So we'd have a little scripture on the back. And then on the front, oh, see, that would look so good if it fit. So on the front, we have our nutcracker. On the back, we've got our scripture and all the things. And then you hit next, and he'll let you look at it, look over it, and we'd be like, oh no, that's cut off. It's not going to work. But it's just to show you how you can take your original artwork and create some art with it. Isn't that fun? Create a product with it that you can give as a gift. Super fun. All right. Let me know how you do and if you decide to make some things. Have a good one.